Hello, my dear listeners. My name is Kishore Ganesh, and in this episode of the Vocal About Visuals podcast, I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on Amazon's brand new romantic comedy, I Want You Back, starring Charlie Day and Jenny Slate. Rom-coms, what can I say? Except that I love them. A really good rom-com has the power to make you forget about all the evils of the world, the ennui of your life, or even enhance an already positive emotion that you're feeling. I think sometimes even half-decent, blatantly formulaic ones manage to elevate your mood. Such is the power of love. Well, at least movie love. So now that you know that I'm a fan of the genre, let me share my thoughts about a specific rom-com, I Want You Back. I Want You Back is essentially about two people discovering that they are in fact perfect for each other during the process in which they're trying to get back people who have moved on from them after realizing, and correctly at that they are not compatible with the previously mentioned two people. The lead pair is played by Charlie Day and Jenny Slate, who have that perfect friendship that could and should turn romantic kinda chemistry. We all know how accomplished they are with the com part thanks to their illustrious comedy careers, but they also nail the rom part. Their interactions are sweet and adorable and keeps the audience invested in their lives. Even as they plot to get back their exes, we see that these are good people creating a big old mess, but even in the process of creating that mess, they end up helping other people. Not all the people who are impacted by the actions of the two leads end up being better off, because there are a few who really do get hurt, and the script doesn't give them any catharsis. But that said, a fair few of them do move on to things that are better for them. And for a rom-com to even focus on the secondary characters enough for the audience to think about them after the end of the film is quite something. And I haven't seen too much of this in this genre. And again, speaking of the people who actually benefit from Charlie and Jenny's meddling, these subplots actually induce that warm, fuzzy feeling that one looks for in rom-coms, and hence definitely adds strength to the film. The writing of this movie is quite interesting in the way it weaves the lives of all these people, giving importance to the characters involved by showing the evolution of most of them. The other feature of the script I really enjoyed is that it tells you everything that happens from the time the two leads meet to the time their romantic relationship kicks off, and nothing at all about what happens post the relationship kicking off. I think this is brilliant because the events that occur during the romantic relationship, at least in a rom-com setting, are cliche-ridden, predictable, and done to death. Not much more could be mined from that in order to write a memorable rom-com, or at least that's what I think even the writers would have thought. So the writers instead focused on the far less explored lead-up portion that can be written in many different ways, and they have been proven right here, as the movie does end up being quite memorable and is actually good. Check this movie out when you're in the mood for something sweet and light. It should be available all over the world on Amazon Prime. Once again, my name is Kishore Ganesh. This is the Vocal About Visuals podcast, and thank you, my dear listeners, for your time and for listening.